Hello and good evening. My name is John, and I'm joined by
MPG.
and we're playing Superstorm Melon Date as part of my Steam cleaning series, where I go through every game in my Steam library. Eventually, then arbitrarily rate and or review the to playtime. I don't quite know what the game is, because I picked these games out at random. This game was free. Free does not imply a game is being good or bad. It just implies that the game is free. So it generally means they're usually shorter, or entry into something, or a student project. Who knows? But it's, hey, didn't cost me nothing.
Right.
Let's hit start and find out. I think because it says Melon Date, this is going to be a dating game. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Visual novel.
Yes. All right. Nice little. For 50 years, Earth's environment has been rapidly changing.
Oh man, a downer.
I know, no bummers.
It's making me think about climate change now.
Superstorms occur every couple of months, shutting down entire cities and trapping people in storm shelters for weeks at a time. This erratic weather also causes food shortages. New foods are being engineered to meet the demand, but they are untested and dangerous. What? From eating these mutant foods, humans have developed severe allergies. This is especially true for children, many of whom spend their lives in and out of hospitals. Oh, wow.
Wow, this game
Yeah.
is really a downer.
Considering the risk and expense of a human child, many parents choose to raise lab-grown children made from a mixture of human and melon DNA. Ah, the twist. These melon people are called mellows. All right, do you need a second?
No, go ahead.
After 2 generations, they outnumber the human population of Earth. Nonetheless, humans and mellows usually live in segregation. Aw.
Oh.
You live the rare,
rights.
pleasant life of a healthy human in a predominantly human neighborhood. You still have worries, though. The superstorms are always getting worse, and every day the life in your storm shelter gets lonelier and more confining. How much longer can you live like this?
What?
Oh, Superstorm Lorraine is finally over. You were stuck in your storm shelter alone for 4 agonizing weeks. You're out now, but who knows how long you've been before the next superstorm. You better make the most of it. While sitting in your...
They had to be in the same space for 4 weeks?
Could you imagine? Could you imagine
Oh my God.
being stuck in the same place for 4 weeks? Wow. This is
so many angry things to the internet.
And this is such sci-fi. This is speculative fiction. While sitting in your shelter, listening to your pumping system drain the water from your walls, you made a promise to yourself. Before the next superstorm, you'll meet someone special. Maybe being sealed in a subterranean bunker won't be so bad if you aren't alone. So you want to kidnap someone.
Yes.
You haven't even scraped the smashed birds off your storm shutters before you've already put your profile on several internet dating sites. The superstorms have been pretty regular this year, so you don't have any time to waste. The next one might be only a month or 2 away. You haven't dated much in the past year. Scanning through the various dating profiles, you're surprised that many of them are for mellows. I would not call a group of sentient people mellows. Well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, like, if you're talking about, like, a space alien race and they're, like, the Greys or something, like, oh, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I'm not sure. In fact, there are hardly any humans at all.
This is one of those, like, replace that with any other word to describe a group of people, and how problematic does it sound? This dating site is mostly...
for Trumpists, MAGA heads.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go ethnicity, like, what? No.
Oh, but they have, like, farmer date. They have, like, farmer date and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's like,
It's still
that's an occupation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
J-date for it's like,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
like a Jewish, but like, there are dating sites that specialize for like
Different ethnicities,
particular,
I guess,
ethnicities, but,
yeah.
like if you went on to OkCupid and you were like, awful.
Well,
Germans on this,
I mean, well, what if you take it the other way? What if you went to a dating site and you said, wow, this is a sausage fest. There's nothing but dudes on here. Like, that would be okay. So, like, I don't know. Like, I have to give the benefit of the doubt that is the preferred term used for mellows, because they're human melons. But we're really thinking deep into this game. You suppose it makes sense. Only rich people can afford human children. Speculative fiction. Can't possibly be true. The fact that most people in your neighborhood are humans is actually kind of weird. Since mellows are created in labs and a lot of older humans are prejudiced against them, okay. You don't know any mellows, but you aren't the type to discriminate. You find a profile of a cute mellow and send them a message. Their name is Melanaise?
Oh, dear.
But they insist you call them Mel. Okay, after a few text conversations, you decide to meet. You ask Mel where they want to go. You aren't really sure how dating works these days. Text message. I've been stuck in a shelter for months, so anywhere sounds good to me. God, could you imagine a month?
Yeah, seriously.
How about we get dinner? No reason to be too creative on our first date. You choose a place, though. I don't need that sort of pressure. Somewhere casual. Always casual.
Always casual.
Always casual. So the reason why is because A, you don't want to flex. B, you should probably split the first bill most of the time, and you don't want to put that bar up there. And secondly, you want to have an easy out. If it's cash, you can just leave. If it's like a 4-course meal, you're stuck. Always cash.
Always casual.
Okay, maybe not this casual.
That's a dump.
Yeah. Okay, so if people are melons, you don't want to go to a place called the Hanging Garden. That has some really bad connotation. You choose a hip place.
Vegetarian and they're melons. That's cannibal. Like that could be cannibalism. You
choose a hip place called the Hanging Gardens. It's all vegetarian. With so many crazy food allergies going around, it seems like a safe choice. So, okay, this creator clearly has the narrative creator of this game clearly has some things they want to say.
Yeah.
The allergy thing is a weird one. Like, what? Is that are you mocking people with allergies? Is that like something you're really concerned about? Do you really find that to be crazy? There's so many what are you trying to say? Is this like a dig at like lactose intolerance?
When I think of food allergies, I think of like I have a peanut allergy.
Right.
I have a friend who has a mango allergy. Like that's all. Like that's actually one of the hardest things about like when I go out and like there's vegetarian cuisine. So much vegetarian cuisine either has peanuts in it, or has mushrooms in it, which I don't like.
Which is and it's like that again. The creator has to leave something on the page. You know, they're leaving part of themselves on here. The Melon stuff, the Superstorm's like, we have to play the game. What year did this come out? Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. Well, we got a full screen of that. There's not much. This is not a very well reviewed game. It's got its warning though for not appropriate for all ages. So now I'm more intrigued. January of 2021. January of 2021. All right.
Oh, yep. All right.
When you get out of your ride, Belle is waiting in the shadow of the restaurant's storm shutter. You call to them and wave hello. Actually, I wave mellow. If you have a big grin and wave back. As you cross the street, you are nervous, excited, not paying attention. A bicycle nearly runs you over. Although he could have put you in the hospital, the cyclist has the audacity to swear at you. As he rides off, he almost gets by a car. Again, I don't know what story they're trying to tell here. Like,
there's this guy does seem to have like a lot of
we don't know if it's a guy, but the creator,
the creator seems to have a lot of
pent up stuff.
Of their own.
I don't know. When you reach,
when I see people just being like, "Oh, you little cyclist," like, did you just step out in front of
the street? Yeah.
Because I as somebody who I don't really cycle anymore, but like I was an urban cyclist, and like I have sustained injuries.
Oh yeah.
Hitting pedestrians who have just like
wandered around,
into the bike lane because they wanted to wait for traffic to clear and didn't like. So yeah.
Well, it's also one of the choices where like, okay, you wanted to show that you're distracted because you're nervous for your date. Yeah. Got it. But was that the right choice of why throw someone underneath the proverbial bus? When you reach Mel, you're a little shaky from your brush with disaster. I'm glad the biker didn't clobber you. That would have been a bad start to the evening. Good attitude on Mel.
Yeah.
No kidding. In any case, hello. I'm glad to be here in one piece. Hello to you. Let's try to get through the night with no injuries. Mel looks up and down the sidewalk, scouting for other potential threats. The date is starting on a weird note. You should probably say something. On other dates, you've typically taken a low-key approach to making conversation. You really want this to be different, though, so maybe it's time to try something bolder. You slightly reprimand yourself. Stop overthinking it. Just be real. Okay. It's great to finally meet you.
Wow, you look amazing. Let's go.
I like this.
How do we? Yeah, I was gonna say the smart thing would be it's great to finally meet you. I almost want to do this like the hot mess shepherd. Like I'm a good dancer.
Well, okay. I would choose this answer. I wouldn't want to put the right on the spot real quick because then that's a really good judgment. It's a really big judgment call. Like it's great to finally meet you. Yeah. It's cool to meet you too. I feel like I haven't been out on the town in forever. Thanks for being my company tonight. No problem. It's really great. It's great to finally. Wait, I already said that. Just ignore me. You and Mel smile and nod each other for a few moments before Mel breaks the silence. Meeting for the first time is definitely the most awkward part of dating. I'm happy it's over with. It should be all fun from here on out. Is that a promise? Only if I don't have to keep it. Oh, that's a weird line.
Okay.
You kind of laugh at that, but not very hard. So, ready to go inside? Mel nods. The two of you enter the restaurant, leaving the storm-wrecked streets behind. Okay, so they're growing melons here.
Yeah, or gourds.
Or gourds, yeah. You see it in the hanging garden. You look around. You understand the restaurant's name it better. The cooks use produce from the gardens that hang from the ceilings. Your table is in the shadow of a squash thicket. Mel looks around the room, taking it all in. Their large eyes sparkle with excitement. You try making conversation. It's busy in here. You and Mel watch people crushed into every corner of the restaurant. They are talking frantically as they make up for lost time in the Superstorm. Everyone must be dying to go out after the storm. I can understand that. I'm so pumped to be here. Yeah, feels good to be out of my shelter. The storms are getting longer and more frequent. I thought the last one would never end. It's been stressing me out. Tell me about it. These days I'm ready to have an emotional meltdown any second. Mel sucks their lower lip. Being stuck in my shelter for a month was just terrible. I thought I would like being alone, but I was getting really sick of it. I have some real PTSD now.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it was hard for me too.
This is a little, yeah,
next time was a
little forward.
A hard sell.
Yeah. It was, yeah, maybe we'll start next time. It was hard for me too. That's why I'm here. I definitely understand. The last storm really made me realize how bored and lonely I am. I made my dating profile just as soon as the storm was over. I wanted to meet someone immediately. Same here. It doesn't matter whether it's friendship or something more. I don't want to feel like I'm on an island anymore. Mel nods towards all the table pack of people. I think the whole world feels like us right now. We're just two lonely people in a sea of lonely people. That sounds like lyrics to a song. Wow. Not a very good. Wow, that's
okay,
no.
So I guess
we're a jerk.
I guess
we're a jerk.
Be alone for the next Superstorm.
It's a good song for right now. If no one was watching, I would sing it so hard that I cried.
That's
what?
A heart-rending image. What?
That's
You're all over the map here. Like.
Actually, I might still do it even if someone was watching. Through the window,
it's getting weird. I don't want to see this person sing.
Through the window. Okay, again, this person has some things they want to talk about. Through the window, you see some cops breaking into parked cars. You're glad they didn't drive here. One of them trumpetly holds up a phone charger he found. Okay, you're cool.
Yeah.
Do I click again? Oh, okay. I missed the first line.
I forgot that I was. Yeah.
I forgot I was looking at the menu. You go first, but order's slow, so I was starting to think. You forgot about the menu. Your eyes follow the photo of some spicy pumpkin noodles. You impulsively choose those, but pretend to consider it to give Mel some time. Okay, I'm ready. I'll have the melon plate.
So, cannibalism.
Yeah. The waiter drone leaves. You try to look incredulous. Should you ask? It might be rude, but you just have to know.
I mean, yeah, I want to know.
This one's the only. This one seems better. I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't ask.
No. The melon plate, I'm really into melons too, is a little too nice melons for me. Yeah, like the melon plate, I'm a little surprised. I gotta know, like, is it like? Yeah,
somehow I didn't expect you to order melons. Mel laughs. Thankfully, they don't look too offended. Actually, I did mostly see what you would say. I really do like melons, but mostly I just eat them to be funny. It's not really that weird. Humans eat monkeys sometimes, right? It's sort of the same thing.
No, we don't.
You don't know any humans that eat monkeys, but you decide not to argue about it. That's true. Melons are good as heck too. If I wasn't with you, I might have ordered them myself. I wouldn't eat a monkey though. I saw a video one texting on a phone once, and they're too much like people. Birds that talk are all the same too, same way.
So melons are like a melon, so.
Well, look, if they had lump meat, that was what humans also had. You know, like if we were just evolved. I don't know.
Yeah.
You wonder how to respond. I think for a while you give up.
We're all just meat.
We're all just meat. You're distracted by a group playing a ruckus drinking game at their nearby table. Mel glances over. A wistful smile quirks their mouth. I could put them all to shame. Oh yeah? Tell me more. All right, now we're into it. I don't actually drink very often, but I happen to be extremely good at it. I just get as hammered as anyone else, but it doesn't slow me down. That seems dangerous. Yeah, it totally is. And I get really hungover too. Go challenge those guys. I'll carry you home. Ask me again and I'll do it. You decide to say not to say anything. You smile at Mel and they smile at you. They look away and drum their fingers on the table. Someone on their table is blabbering loud about the election results. Everyone knows elections are rigged. Okay.
Oh, God.
But people still like to talk about them. They're kind of like a game show. So what do you do for a living? In all your text messages, conversation with Mel, it's a little surprised you didn't ask this already. However, with the Superstorms regularly shutting down the economy, okay, lots of people don't have a steady job. It's sometimes an uncomfortable subject. That's sort of complicated. I've always got a few things going on. I work as a bicycle courier mostly, but I do some elder care on the side. I used to wait tables, but I got tired of the abuse. People are used to drone waiters. Most of them don't know how to be nice to a real person. Mel shrugs and shakes her head. They look weary, but a moment later, they smile again. Why are you asking? Is this like an interview? I'm always open to a new opportunity. You try not to look bewildered. I'm just kidding. Unless you were serious, then I'm serious too. I could use some extra cash. Okay. Is this our manic-pixie melon girl? Or guy?
Well, it's a they, so the idea is that this is an appropriately androgynous melon.
Yeah. I almost forgot. I also make and sell clothes. I got this internet shop. I call it a hobby, but I need the money, so I guess it's more like a job. It's a good gig, but because I can do it even when I'm stuck in my shelter. Do we want to say that, or just has a lot of jobs?
I'd say like that. I wonder where you got that cute outfit is a good compliment, like without being creepy, and without being too forward. Like
Okay.
you're complimenting them. You're saying that this is like you're talented, but not like.
Well, you run the risk is like
there's
so
no like, oh, I'm gonna oh yeah.
I would be like, that's really cool. Did you make? Is it something you're making? Like, I don't know if that's something they wore, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll say it.
Yeah.
You like it? Thanks. It's always been hard to find clothes I like, so I just started making my own. It really looks unique. It's obviously you didn't buy it off the rack. I have to admit, I was a little worried about wearing something I made on first date. I don't want to look like a weirdo. Then I said, to hell with it, and wore it anyway. I don't like buying clothes at the store. They're all made for humans. I mean, it's not like I can't wear humans' clothes aside from my big head. Is that a big head? I'm basically a human, so.
It's kind of a big head. It's not like a gigantic head.
No, it's not
like a bobblehead.
Yeah.
But
human clothes are for men and women. Mellows are a little of both. Okay, so now we're getting there.
Yep.
So I want I want clothes that represent that. Never really thought about it. Most mellows just wear human clothes. Yeah, that's true. A lot of mellows choose a human gender. It's just easier. Not me. I have to be myself. You seem so confident. I'm kind of jealous. Oh, she turned purple.
Oh.
To prove you wrong, Mel blushes so hard their body turns dark. You think so? I'm just faking it, really. I don't think I'm conceited or anything. Don't think I'm... Okay. It's not like that. It's more like you seem fearless. I like it. Really, though, you look great. The color of your shirt really brings out your eyes. I either think them as scarlet, but thanks just the same. You're real sweet. Mel smiles a little wider, and their eyes almost glow. Now that you think about it, they really are more scarlet than red. With all your jobs, you probably don't have much time for fun. I have fun. I guess. I really like playing with my neighbor's dog, but the neighbors pay me to do that. I also enjoy tutoring my younger siblings, although I'd probably do that even if I hated it. I suppose I never really thought about it. You're making me depressed now. Mel looks at the ceiling and sighs. I didn't mean to be a drag. I'm glad you have tonight off at least. Yeah, that's true. I'm having a great time. Are you?
Are you really? I don't think you are.
Working 3 jobs really isn't too bad. I like staying in shape, and being a bike carrier helps with that. I like being creative and making clothes fulfills that. This probably sounds sappy. Is that a melon joke? But the melons don't have sap.
Yeah, they're not sap.
But I also like helping people. That's how I got started in elder care. A lot of old people need help, and they don't have anyone to turn to. Some of them have really sad lives. It's nice to be there for them, even though they treat me like crap sometimes. You suddenly think of elderly neighbor. You haven't seen her since last Superstorm. You wonder if she even got those bilge crawlers out of her waist pump. I know what you mean. There's an old woman on my block, and I promised I'd help her with something. I just realized I never did. Oh, no. Now, this is written as if she was saying it, so Mel says,
Yeah.
Mel glances sideways, flushing purple in embarrassment. I'm being a real downer. Let's talk about something else. So what do you do when you want to relax? I go on dates sometimes, obviously. Also, when I'm alone in my shelter, I like to meditate and trying to develop my psychic abilities. You search Mel's face for clue they're joking. You heard some mellows have special powers. You figure it was an urban legend. Probably shouldn't have brought that up with someone I just met. I bet I sound totally crazy. No, it's cool. So how does it work? I can sort of read minds, I guess. I'm not very good. Want me to try it on you? You feel weird about it, but don't want to embarrass Mel. You reply enthusiastically. Yeah, let's do it. This seems like a good way to get to know each other. Okay, clear your mind and focus on a simple thought. Try thinking about how you're feeling right now. A thought enters your mind. Okay. I'm totally into Mel. Mel's eye rolled back and their face goes slack. Shortly after, they blush. Wow, is it getting hot in here? I think it's just you. You sure know how to make a person feel wanted. If I went any deeper, I might have seen something dirty. You really read my mind. I'm kind of amazed. never felt someone thought so clearly. Maybe we got some sort of special connection. Or maybe we're just thinking extra hard about you. I'm just thinking extra hard. You wink. You hope it seems flirty instead of weird. Winking is always risky. Okay, fair. Stop encouraging me. You don't want me reading your mind all the time. You'll never have any privacy again. I feel a little closer to you now. I wish you could read my mind. Then you would know what I mean. I heard some mellows were psychic, but I'm surprised by all this. I never dated mellow before. I had no idea what to expect. I've never been out with a human before. I'm learning some stuff too. What kind of stuff? I'm sort of ashamed to say. Now I want to know even more. Mel folds and unfolds her napkin several times while turning purple. Lots of humans I meet are sort of condescending and snobby. No offense. They have easy, comfortable lives and can't accept that other people don't live that way. I'm happy you're not like that. I sound like a jerk. Forget everything about this stuff. It's fine. I'm glad you're being real with me. It means a lot. Thanks for understanding. Don't think that I hate humans or anything. I just had a few bad experiences. You're different, though. You're one of the good ones. I have a really good feeling about you.
Yeah.
Mel leans back, looking at the restaurant. I'm also learning that people aren't used to seeing a mellow and a human together as a couple. Lots of them keep looking at us. Maybe it's because I talk loudly.
God, neither one of those is a good option.
I think all of these. I would probably go. I don't think it's pathetic. I would say they're closed-minded,
Yeah.
yes, because the pathetic is on there. I'm like, well, let's go with the one that doesn't insult people. You know?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do the dirtbag. You know, they're staring at you because you're so hot.
Yeah, you're pretty cute too. Maybe they're staring at you. Maybe we're both cute and they're wondering if we're models or actors or something. Next time someone looks over, I'll ask if they want my photo autograph. You should invite them to sit with us. Be careful making jokes like that. I'll do it. I love causing trouble.
Oh,
That's
dear.
what I like about you. You scare me a little. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Mel stands and strides
Oh,
purposely towards another group of
dear.
diners. Oh no. Mel is really going to ask them to join us. Just before reaching the table, Mel turns away and heads into the restroom. When Mel returns, their face is split by a huge grin. They are delighted to have startled the hell out of you. I was just messing with you. I wouldn't pull something like that on a first date, probably. Okay, see, obviously they're young, but like anybody who's like always saying probably or always saying tee-hee is just like, oh my god, you need to just be a person, not just
Yeah.
a bag of, like, what is it, a hot mess you said?
Yeah.
You really had me worried.
Yeah, I mean, there's like so many red flags right now. Like
Yeah.
the whole point is we're trying to find somebody that we can spend
Locked in a room for
upwards
4
locked-
weeks.
locked
Yeah.
in a room for 4 weeks with. And if this person is just like, I'm gonna mess with your head, like that doesn't, you know.
And they
doesn't
can read your
recommend
thoughts.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All bets are off on the second date, though. Suddenly, a rushing gale rattles every window in the restaurant. As light flickers on and off, the other diners murmur anxiously, but they settle down once the power stabilizes. That was kind of alarming. Totally. For a moment, I thought another Superstorm was coming. The last one just ended, usually at least a month apart, but the environment is changing so fast now. Feels like anything could happen. The storms are getting worse and worse. Eventually, they'll just never stop. Ugh, I wish we weren't so right. I don't think about the future much. It's overwhelming. You sigh in response. The environment is totally trash, and no one has any clue how to fix it. Sooner or later, the economy's going to collapse. We're all going to drown in a storm, or some other terrible thing will happen. You sigh even harder.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I'm talking about this.
Let it all out. I'm here to listen, I guess. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Basically,
I feel like I've already written off Mel because, again, like the whole like they just
I,
wanna,
I could snap at any time. Tee-hee.
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
I
Yeah.
could kill you in your sleep. Tee-hee.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Or maybe I'm just gonna go to the bathroom because I'm just so random. I'm just so random.
So random. Thanks for being so sweet. I'll take you up an offer when you least expect it. When you least expect it. Someday at 4 in the
Yeah,
morning, I'll pick up your
great.
phone and hear me crying in there. Like, again, this is
Yeah.
like, I'll be sobbing sorry when you do what I'm saying, but you'll have to sit there and listen anyway. I would do
Oh,
that for you
no.
anytime. You better return the favor, though. No sweat. You can break down and cry right now. Anyone here who looks at you, I'll give them hell. That's tempting. I'm ready when you are. I think I'm gonna wait it though. No problem. Whenever you want, just start sobbing. Mel folds their arms and watches your face, waiting for you to cry. Your conversation is interrupted as waiter's buzzer droves over with your food.
Thank God.
The stuff looks awesome. Before we dig in, I need to establish one rule. Don't stare at me while I eat. Seriously. Sure.
All right. Like,
I can understand that.
Is it not? Don't look at me at all, or like?
I can understand that. Eating in front of people is kind of embarrassing. Mel seems so comfortable with themselves that you're surprised they are shy about eating. I'm not really insecure. It's just that mellows eat differently than humans. Maybe you didn't know that. Did you raise a questioning eyebrow? Instead of teeth, we got tendrils in my mouth. When I eat, they move around on their own. If you haven't been around a lot of mellows, you may be a little freaked out. There are more mellows than humans in the city. I should be warning you that my human teeth might freak you out. Good point. You know, for someone who doesn't know anything about mellows, you're pretty accepting. Thanks, I think. Mel smiles down at the tablecloth. You know what I mean. You nod and smile, showing your teeth. If I get anything stuck in my human teeth, you have to tell me. It's a deal. Out of the way, so we can eat. You and Mel start eating. Blah, 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 blah. After a few moments, Mel stops, dropping their fork in surprise. Skin turns dark. They stare at the plate of melons, mouth slightly agape. What's wrong? These aren't normal melons. She's playing with us. She's playing with us. You're frightened to ask what Mel means. Drawn to Mel's raised voice, people at the table look over curiously. Mel's sort of place. These are mellow pieces. The shock of Mel's face contorts in sudden laugh. I'm just kidding. I really had you going, didn't I?
Yeah.
Mel waves to the people staring.
We're never talking to this one again.
No. Sorry to disturb you. I was just having some fun. You go back to what you were doing. The other diners look away. A few are laughing. Most are muttering. Mel is delighted. Can't believe you did that. That was incredible. In a good way or a bad way? You're being honest, a little bold, so you just nod instead of answering. Sorry if I embarrassed you. I'm not sure what I won't do it again.
I don't like that this is a railroaded. Like, there are so many inflection points for us to be asked as a player how we want to react to this. And we're just like, no. Like...
Mel hated school, loves learning stuff, independent, traveling more, crowd restaurant crying your human hero hours, drops your bill, you snatch it up first, and you're gonna let me pay, let's split it with me. Let's split it. Let's
split it.
I'm glad you're not being controlled about this. I want us to be equals in a relationship. You have a relationship now? I like the sound of that. Mel turns violet. I didn't mean to say that. I guess I already did. Okay. I don't know how much further we need to go into this game. It's interesting. Like, I don't like Mel as a character. I think you pointed it out perfectly. She is definitely the manic-pixie girlfriend kind of thing, where like she'll wake up and there's, I put toothpaste in our shoes and now we get to walk around. Like, I need again, maybe I'm an older person and I just don't get the millennials. Get it? Millennials. Zing.
They've got kids now. Like, it's the Zoomers.
Yeah. But I couldn't make the joke if it was the Zoomers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just curious if, like, do we meet somebody else? Like, are we... Yeah, so, like, this date, like, this is, like, you're really digging this date. This isn't, like, a proper, like, dating sim because...
Well, this is...
We're not really giving the option to kind of nope out.
And
be, like, next.
I think this is what you're going to get out of it. I mean, I don't know how many visual novels... Like, they tend to be very... I mean, this is actually very heavy in choices for some of the visual novels I've played. A lot of them are very close to Connect novels. I think a walk is a good... Again... For me, first date activity, let's stay public, let's stay open. How about a walk?
Yeah.
Sounds romantic, even if it isn't. It's at least like, wow. Like, why is Mel negging us? Why are they negging us?
Yeah.
A lot of lines about cops. Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Duct Park. Take their hand. Aww. When it comes down to, I am glad the creator found a chance to make a game that was probably, burning up a hole inside their heart. I think the setting is kind of 2021 be like, oh, it's 4 weeks since lockdown. Like, maybe that is the I don't know. Maybe that's the spark of the creation of, like, being in lockdown there, be willing to date a melon. And again, I don't want to make fun of mellows here or anything, but like, that is like, I get that emotion. But because this character is so random, it's hard for me to like get a hook because I don't know when they're going to turn. I feel like it's like I dated an axe murderer. And then, as you said, even though I contradicted you and said that this actually has a lot of choice in visual novel, like, you are right. There are a lot of things where like you get to comment on something that is minute off to the side, and then like 4 more things happen. Like, actually, those are bigger turning points, and you don't get to interact. So the choices and where you inject yourself in the story are a little off. So yeah,
they're trying to be really topical about the year 2020 with, the cops are bad, and we're locked inside, and the climate's going to hell, and the economy's collapsing, and it's like it's really heavy-handed. Like,
But they're going through stuff. I mean, people,
they're
everybody
going
is.
through stuff, yeah. You know, so yeah, it's like it's a free game. I'm not gonna be like, how dare they? But you know, it's hard. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to just shut down on people when like they're going through stuff at the same rate. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we're all going through stuff. So.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So this has been Superstore Melon Date. I think it's cute. I do not recommend it. I wish all the fish. Oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's intense. You're super sweet. All right. Oh, okay.
Oh God! So we're doing it.
Yeah. Well, she kissed us.
How much do you want to kiss?
Deeply. Let's do it deeply.
Yeah. Let's get those. Tendrils.
Tendrils. Oh, okay. Tastes like cantaloupe. Mel's hand on the back of your head holds you in place.
Oh no, she's gonna suck out your brain. They're gonna suck out your brain.
Oh no.
Oh my God, you're groping for melons.
Oh no. When did that happen? Armor silhouette. Oh no.
Oh, it's.
Oh no, it's anti-melon cops.
Anti-melanization.
Yeah. City police. Oh no. Yeah. All right, I got a baby in my lap, so we'll cut this video off here.
Right.
Bye. Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.